Hello, and thank you for joining me for today's Growth Spurt. So, I want to say hello and special thanks to all of you that have been following me on Facebook and Instagram. Your comments and words of encouragement have been very inspiring to me. So, thank you so much for hanging in there with me. So, through the Growth Spurt today, we're going to be talking about our progress and our reflections from the 30-day growth challenge. If you're just joining, the 30-day growth challenge has been about deepening our self-awareness. Each day, a question, a stem, or even a task has been messaged out for you to give thought about who you are and where you stand in relation to that particular question. And so, as we go through the growth spurt today, I'm going to be sharing my reflections as well as giving you some insights on upcoming events from Growth Matters Doing Business as the PD Experience. So, here we go. I target and focus on women and leaders. And my whole premise as a leadership and personal development coach is to assist my clients with being able to clarify their dreams, purpose, and goals so that they can become more confident leaders and be able to communicate more effectively. The whole notion for the 30-day challenge was to give you some tools and some resources at your fingertips to be able to do that. And the very first step is to know you. No one should know you better than you. And throughout the course of the daily posts that I've been pushing out, I think they've been powerful for me as I hope they've been powerful for you. I've already been in the practice of deepening my understanding through reflection, journaling, and even the DISC assessment, which I'll share more about with you later. But even going through this activity with you, it has definitely revealed additional insights for me to be able to have a better sense of my emotions and feelings. We started out this 30-day challenge. The first 7 days were about our strengths. And for me, I think I'm in a better position to know what it is that I do best. I'm an encourager. I do a good job of listening and tapping into people's skills and strengths to help link them to whatever resource it is that they need to do best. I think I'm also just a positive person. I'm always looking for the good in something. So that kind of frames where I thrive and what I do best. In terms of my weaknesses, boy, I could go on and on listing out those things that I really want to improve in, but I fortunately have been able to capitalize on those areas that I do not do well in. If you saw the post that I did for the week that we focused on weaknesses, it was a picture of me with a golf club at Top Golf. And so I'm horrible when it comes to athletics. And it doesn't matter if it's my coach or my family members that's talking to me about, oh my gosh, you missed the ball. I can't believe you didn't hit that. Try harder. You're not trying. And so in the past, those comments have really been uh, painful to hear, and it causes me oftentimes to shut down, and I don't even want to try. And so whether your weakness has to do with athletics or if it's something that is even um, more piercing to you, maybe in your workspace, or it's a touchy subject amongst your family members, going ahead and acknowledging that and deciding if you value it enough, if it's important enough to you to do something about it. Or is it simply a matter of you drowning out the noise? I know for me, playing golf is not really something I'm long-term invested in. And so my coping mechanism is drowning out the noise, or even making fun of myself in the notion of how hard I swing and still miss the ball. So what emotions erupt when you're navigating through your weaknesses, and how are you able to um, push through that to still get through the moment? That's what week 2 of this 30-day challenge was about. We moved on to week 3, which was another touchy subject. your blind spots. And so in that week, I focused on helping show you how when you have blinders on, that you miss out on information that you need to advance advance the work. Um, I gave you an image of a large peanut wagon. So I grew up in the country, and often days my mom was driving me and my sister to school, and we'd pull up behind one of those large peanut wagons, and you couldn't really see around it. And as a result of that, it slowed your speed down. It meant that if we were already late for school, that we were going to be even later. Well, your blind spots do that to you as well, especially if you do not listen to the feedback that is available to you. So whether it's from your family members or from your coworkers, I often think of the example of that coworker or team member that we have in the office that we tiptoe around because we know their blind spot, but they are unaware of their blind spot. And so maybe it's that they're not a good listener, or maybe they're always negative or crass or rude, insensitive. And so we know all those things about them, and we perhaps might be giving feedback, but the person is not willing to receive the feedback that we're giving. So being in tune with your blind spots is an opportunity for you to receive valuable feedback that can help you adjust your behavior, adjust your communication style, because in fact, you might be thinking or believing that everything is okay when the issue really does lie within your ability to hear from your team members who see you from another perspective and can give you that constructive criticism that will assist you with being more impactful. So blind spots was a big one for me. I know even within my family, as I listen to them, they tell me all the time, Mom, you are too uptight. You're too serious. Let go. And so even though that it doesn't feel like a blind spot to me, it continues to be a blind spot because whereas I feel like I have loosened up or I'm not as serious, my family members are able to show me ways that no, you still you're trying to plan the fun stuff. You're just relax. And so that definitely is one of those areas that's really masking in a blind spot and area of weakness for me. The last week, which is the week that we're in right now, is on our triggers. And triggers can really prevent you from accessing the growth, the progress that you're trying to make. And so you've seen in these first couple of days where I just ask you to name your pet peeves. And pet peeves may not really sound directly related to triggers, but they kind of are. You know, what is it though? What are those things that set you off so much so that you're unable to recover and get through whatever the matter at hand is? You need to be aware of what those are. And you also need to be able to determine what it is that's going to help you get back on track so that you're not losing the client, you're not losing ground with your family member, that you're not missing out on a good friend because of a trigger that you are allowing to get the best of you. The whole goal in us dwelling on and thinking about our strengths, weaknesses, triggers, and blind spots is that at the end of this 30 days that we will become a better objective evaluator of our emotions, of our thoughts, and our values. We want to know ourselves better than others know us. And so to do that, these thought-provoking questions have been intended to give you in your quiet time an opportunity to reflect and journal about what emotions erupt, where your values are with things, and just what your thinking is around each one of these areas in your life. And so in the journal that you've started, feel free to go back to any one of the given days as you continue to think on where you stand, where you've grown, any edits that you need to make to your responses so that you can inform yourself and be a better evaluator. We know all too well the benefits of being an objective evaluator. It increases our communication. It also increases our confidence. We're able to go in front of our family members and our team members at work in a more confident posture. You know, that me going up to the tee to hit the golf ball. You know, I already know that this is an area of weakness for me, so I'm not going in with expectations that I can meet what the people that are watching. I'm not concerned with that. And so it also assists you with building relationships better. You know, you don't go in on the offense about something that's a weakness for you, or you've already addressed a blind spot. And so it just helps you uh, control your emotions, your thoughts, and even your worth when you're interacting with others. And so as we come to the close of this 30-day challenge, I want to offer you another growth opportunity. I actually have two things that I believe will be beneficial for you. The first is an opportunity to take the DISC assessment. I'll talk about it briefly here, but I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel where I give a deeper overview of what you are able to access through taking the DISC assessment with me. So of course the assessment, but you also get a 30-minute debrief with me as I highlight and unpack just a few areas that are game changing to assist you with deepening your awareness and getting to know yourself. So that is one opportunity. Secondly, I'll be starting a mastermind beginning Monday, July 5th. Monday, July 5th, you will be able to register and sign up. I got to tell you though, I only have 10 slots, and I hope that you can claim and place your name on one of those as we delve in and gain a better understanding of John Maxwell's laws of growth. So through that 4-week training, you're going to receive some robust handouts that align with John Maxwell's 15 invaluable laws of growth. You'll get time with me, and then there'll also be a task to carry you over to the following week. At the end of those 4 weeks, we just want to deepen your understanding of how you can continue to grow, and also challenge you that beyond these two growth opportunities, that you'll be looking for what your next is as you continue to invest in yourself. You can find me at www.thepdexperience.net. My services are listed there. I do both private and group coaching. I have free resources. You can also access my archived podcasts and blogs, which align with my 3 principles of leadership, communication, and personal growth. Please continue to look for my daily post on my Facebook and Instagram pages at the PD Experience. And if you'd like to work with me in an area that I have not focused on, but is still one of my resources around leadership, communication, and personal development, just send me an email at PamelaDavis@thepdexperience.net. I'm so excited that you're on this 30-day growth challenge with me. Please continue to finish out this challenge through the end of this month, through the end of the month of June, and then invest in yourself and grow with one of my growth opportunities.